I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. Go ahead and sing with us if you want. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright.
I forgot my gingerbread cat. So if any of you are sitting in a seat that has a stuffed animal in it, or if you brought one with you from home, please hold it tight during the service and fill it with love, because it will be going to children in need from Christmas Unlimited. And leave it on your seat at the end of the service, and we will collect it and make sure they all get distributed to the children. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to go back to good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Want to hang on to it?
Oh, yes. Thank you, David. I have to hold it close to my heart. Good morning to everyone here in our sanctuary and in our Zoom room. Thank you for joining us today at Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies. For those of you on Facebook and social media, please check in at Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies and then silence your phones and listen for a higher calling. Our guest musicians today are Ken Jansen and his son, Zachary Jansen. Ken is a regular visitor with us here at Unity. Welcome, Ken and Zach. We would like to share our inclusivity statement with you. Unity in the Rockies is an inclusive community. We welcome all people, races, gender identities, and relational orientations. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. Please join us in affirming our mission statement. We are an inclusive spiritual community. where we recognize and express our oneness with our Creator and all creation. For those of you who are with us for the first or second time, welcome. We are so glad you are with us today and look forward to supporting you on your spiritual journey. Now we have quite a few announcements because the next 2 Sundays we are not having our regular 10 o'clock service. We are having services at 2 p.m. One is the Christmas Eve candle lighting, one is the burning bowl service. So we're hitting you with all the announcements now. If I have to stop and take a drink of water, I think you'll understand. The flowers on the platform today were donated by Judith Hurley Prosser. Judith is celebrating her 2-year anniversary of moving to Colorado Springs. Thank you, Judith. The Unity Board of Trustees monthly meeting is scheduled for this Wednesday, December 20th, from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. Zoom will not be available for this meeting. Contact Luana Turner if you would like to be added to the agenda. Changed my mind. Board of Trustees nominations for 2024 to 26 are now open. If you are interested in serving on the board or would like to nominate someone, then please review the nomination information on the Unity Rockies website via the About Us tab. 2024 Unity Pledge Campaign. Pledge forms are due by December 28th. See the Unity eBlast website donation page, Facebook, or your general mail for information. Westside Cares Food Pantry and Clothes Closet. December is one of our 4 months annually that the Unity community is asked to provide food, toiletry, and clothing items to Westside Cares. Drop off your donations at Unity or at Westside Cares. Small group ministry meetings today. The Metaphysical and Fillmore study groups are meeting today from 11:30 to 12 in the sanctuary. See Vern and Jarla for more group information. Oh, here we go. Rivers Holiday Twinkling Lights Gift Shop Fundraiser. Today is the last day to shop till you drop. All remaining items in the shop are 50% off. Stop by after service till 1 p.m. in Fellowship Hall to purchase gifts for your family, friends, co-workers, or yourself. Proceeds support the Labyrinth Project, the Care Ministry, and other Unity projects. Thank you, Parade. Unity Christmas Eve Candlelight Service. Please join us next Sunday, December 24th, from 2 to 3:30 p.m. in the sanctuary for our special candlelight service. We look forward to sharing a wonderful holiday program with you. We'll also have musician Ruby Greenberg joining us. Christmas Day Potluck. Please join your spiritual family on Monday, December 25th at 2 p.m. in Fellowship Hall to share in great food and conversation. Contact Jackie Borg to let her know what you will be bringing. I'm almost done. Burning bowl ceremony kits. If you will be attending the ceremony on December 31st via Zoom, or you will not be able to attend and you would like a kit, please contact your lauder to have one mailed to you, or pick up a kit after service or during regular business hours. Sacred Women's Circle Full Moon Drum Circle is scheduled for Tuesday, December 26th from 1:30 to 3 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. Bring your drums. All are welcome. And as a reminder, you can find out more information on all these activities in the weekly Unity E-Blast newsletter and on the Unity Rockies Facebook page. And finally, welcome to the Light on the Mesa.
There it is. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
Good morning. My name is Jean Dutton. I am one of your prayer chaplains. Charlotte Wilson and I will be available to pray with you after the service. Today, Charlotte will be in the back of the prayer room, and I will be up in front here. Whether you are in a place of celebration or challenge, please take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. Also, written prayer requests can be placed in the prayer box in the lobby at any time. Today's reading from the Daily Word is love. I feel blessed to share God's steadfast love. As Advent season continues, I give thanks for the steadfast love of God, which dispels the darkness of conflict and loneliness with the light of harmony and togetherness. Love is personal and sacred, human and divine, immediate and immortal. Amid seasonal greetings for joy and peace, I give thanks for the power of love. I am a divine being, bringing the love of God into the world. Through my words and actions, I am kind and patient, compassionate and empathetic, and encouraging and supportive. As I am blessed by love, I share love's blessings with others. I center myself on the Christ within and go forth as the heart and hands of love in the world. Beloved, let us love one another because love is from God. Everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. 1 John chapter 4, verse 7. And so it is.
Je t'aime, te amo, jag ti bjarle blue. Han yo hevet kotka, I love you. The sounds are all as different as the lands from which they came. Though our words are all unique, our hearts are still the same. Love in any language, straight from the heart, pulls us all together, never apart. Once we learn to speak it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluently spoken and here. Love it in, teach the young our differences, yet look how we're the same. We love, to dream our dreams. We know the sting of pain. From Leningrad to Lexington, the farmer loves his land. And daddies all get misty-eyed to give their daughters hand. Oh, maybe we will realize how much there is to share. We'll find too much in common to pretend it isn't there. Love in any language, straight from the heart, pulls us all together, never apart. Once we learn to speak it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. Though the rhetoric of government may keep us worlds apart, there's no misinterpreting the language of the heart. Love in any language, straight from the heart, pulls us all together, never apart. And once we learn to speak it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. Love in any language, straight from the heart, pulls us all together, never apart. And once we learn to speak it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. Love in any language, fluently spoken here.
Beautiful, beautiful. Last week we didn't have a sound system, and next week we might not again after these extraordinary beings. Ken, thank you for being with us once again. Zachary, thank you for joining us and sharing your gifts. You are extraordinary, and we're blessed to have you with us. Well, good morning, beautiful people, and welcome. So now we're having kind of fall, kind of winter, a glorious, perfect Colorado December day, and it's a good thing. Everybody doing okay? Everybody got your stuffed animal? A few folks thought that they may have been placekeepers, and maybe, and if you see one sitting by themselves, feel free to pick them up and share a little love. As Linda shared, we will be passing those along. to the perfect young people who need to receive those this holiday season. So thank you to Luana for spearheading that effort for us as well. And so, my friends, this Sunday, the third Sunday of Advent, did you pick up what we're talking about today? Come on, work with me here. Today we're talking about love. Yes. Well, then, truth be told, that's what we talk about every day, every week. That is what we do. That is who we are. That is what we're grounded in. And how wonderful to be able to focus on that today as we light the third candle of our Advent wreath and focus on love. The first Sunday of Advent, we spoke about faith and hope. The second Sunday of Advent last week, we took some time talking about peace and really diving into the peace song that we sing every week. And what does that mean, and what does that lead us into? And this week, we're talking about love. And perfect timing, right? As we head into this week, the shortest day of the year, as we head into the winter solstice, where we have the least light, at least in our hemisphere. And as we want to remind you once again, next Sunday, our service time is, say it with gusto, thank you. And whoever shows up at 10 o'clock, thank you for holding the space for 4 hours for us. 2 p.m. We wanted to get you in while it's still light. We wanted to give you the opportunity to continue on with your Christmas Eve activities while it's still dusk. It's going to be a powerful service of the spoken word and music and ritual. So please do plan to join us. And for all who are participating, a gentle reminder to get a snack right after service, and we will be having our rehearsal at noon, and we'll go as long as we need to go, probably a couple of hours, so that will be perfect. And, we will be blacking out the back windows, so nobody will be able to peek in and see what we have going on. No, really, it's not that highly secretive. You probably have a sense of what the story is going to be. So anyway, a whole lot going on. So many announcements, so many activities, so many people in service. And as we step into that moment of meditation then, preparing us for the spoken word part of our service, I'm reflecting once again on the winter solstice, on the shortest day of the year. So that's December 21st. As of December 22nd, we start getting a little more light. We get a couple more minutes each day as the earth continues to do what the earth does. So on this day, for our meditative moment, I invite you into the fact that I am the light. So I invite you back to be fully present in this time, in this place, in this space. Allowing your light to shine so brightly, so beautifully, so perfectly, so lovingly. And so you might be thinking, David, that's nice and all, and what does shining my light have to do with love? What we know as folks on a spiritual path is that everything is created twice. First within. So when we tap into that still small voice, when we tap into that still bright light within, that's where it all starts. That's where our story starts, as where the Bible starts with the birth of Jesus. Our story starts with recognizing the light within, with recognizing the love that we are, with recognizing what we are bringing to the season. We also know that there are so many types of love. There is that agape love that we are encouraged and invited into to feel for everyone and everything, particularly this time of year, right? Love one another, joy to the world. We know that everything starts within, and we have that tension of opposites, that we're invited into that macro view of loving everyone and everything on the planet. And the good news is that as spiritual beings having this human experience, we can do that. Indeed, we do that. And that is the joy and the light that we bring to the planet. So there's that big agape love. There's that love that we feel, that primary love. Maybe it's for a parent. Maybe it's for a spouse or a partner. Maybe it's for a child or a grandchild, or a person who is part of your family of choice or your circle of choice. That primary relationship that when you see that person, when you hear that name, you just light up. And you know what it is to feel love. Maybe it's that primary love for you. Or maybe it's one of the dozens of other kind of love. Maybe it's love for the inanimate, as we hold our teddy bears today. Knowing that energy is real, knowing that love is real, knowing that power is real, and that when we infuse these wonderful objects with our love, with our intention, with our positivity, that will be carried forth to the next recipient. So, the good news is there is no wrong kind of love. There is no bad kind of love. As we affirm every week, whoever you are, however you choose to love, however you choose to express, we bless you in that experience. And we thank you for being here with us and sharing that love with us. So one of the things that Rick and I are experiencing in this moment that I've shared with some friends and colleagues, and I wanted to invite you all into as well, and I know many people have had a similar experience. We're supporting a friend through end-of-life choices and transitioning to the next phase of her journey. And I'm just so grateful for the love and the support and the kindness of this community in holding us as we hold our friend and her family through that process. And I was reflecting on my personal experience being the recipient of that love. I have shared with you that my late partner and I were together 18 years when he had a heart attack and was gone. And I never thought I would be a widower at 44 years old. That was not part of the life plan. That was not part of the life journey. And as we all experience with loss, it was something that I was in my consciousness for me to deal with. And as our beloved Christina works with folks moving through that journey every day, one of the things that struck me, one of the lessons that a wisdom keeper shared with me was, David, people are going to reach out in ways that work for them. And that's good. And that's right. And that's okay. And you get to decide if it works for you or not. And you get to construct that and have a conversation in a way that works for you. For example, a friend comes in for the service and says, David, I loved Harry, I loved you, let's go out for dinner and let's talk and let's reminisce and let's share all of our memories. And I was like, Sean, thank you. I'm really glad for your presence and I love you and I so appreciate the support. I'm not feeling up to going out. How about if you come over, we order a pizza and we have some diet soda, right? Yeah, I know, leave me alone. I was grieving. No. My point is, people are going to show up in ways that work for them, and we get to decide what works for us. One of the most hurtful things as part of that process was my partner died at home. He had a heart attack in his sleep, and he was gone. And did an autopsy. And the coroner called with the autopsy results, and I answered the phone, and I said, this is David. And he said, may I speak with Harry Hess's next of kin? I said, well, that would be me. We're together 18 years. Oh, well, I'm sorry. That's not legally recognized. We need a real family member. Not when I need it in that moment. So I put his son on the phone. His son got all the information. We worked through it. That was one of the most hurtful things, one of the most supportive and loving things. As we got through the conversation, as we got through all the things and stuff, I finally had that moment of release. And I was at home sitting in a chair and I just started sobbing. The reality was hitting me and it was perfect time to do that. And Harry's son and daughter were both there with their spouses. And his daughter casually picks up a box of tissue, walks over, drops it on my lap, and turns and walks away. She doesn't kneel beside me. She doesn't pat me. She doesn't interrupt my process. She lets me do what I'm doing and, non-verbally says, this might be supportive, right? So that's what I invite you into as a loving presence. As you're supporting people in joy, as you're supporting people in challenge, how are you showing up for you and how are you showing up for them? And as I assume many of us would be flexible in that space of what they're saying with you. Because as you may have experienced, as we move through those end-of-life choices with people we love and support, some people refer to it as the last civil right. And for our friend, she is strong, she is independent, she was a single mom, she's a business owner, she's got it going on. And she's losing control. And so the more control that she can have and can continue to have over her own life, the better for her. So when she says, I want to see Rick and I don't want to see David, well, it's not about David. And when she says, David, Rick is a life coach, I want you to be my death coach, I'm like, I think I've supported people, but I've never quite put that on my business card. Okay. I will support you however I can. My point is, let's be open to that communication. So how are you showing up in love? Come on now, I'm just getting warmed up. And the second point I wanted to touch on is that agape love, is that love of the greater good. One of my good friends and mentors is a woman by the name of AJ Alejano Steele. And AJ identifies as Asian Pacific Islander, as a person of color. She is a PhD. She teaches in the social work department at Metro State College. She was at Metro State University. She was previously in the provost's office over a whole lot of the university. She and her husband have 2 young adult children that they continue to be very close to. She's in the provost's office. She's basically over the entire university in one form or another. Oh, and by the way, she is the co-founding executive director of the Laboratory to Combat Human Trafficking. What? I think I'll do a little something in my spare time. So AJ and her friend and colleague, Amanda, saw this as a problem 10 years ago, and they said, let's do something about this. And so they started as a fledgling nonprofit, doing what they could to get grant funding. And human trafficking, so much that I didn't know and I still don't know, human trafficking touches so much of our society. It touches lawmakers. What are the laws? What do we want the laws to be? What are the bad laws? What can we fix? What do we need to rework? It touches law enforcement. It touches social work. It touches first responders. And of course, it touches all of those beautiful souls who are being trafficked in their humanity. So AJ continued to do what was hers to do. Through a friend, I was contacted and connected and served on that board with them and learned so much during my time with LCHT. And now I continue to support them in board development work. And AJ is still involved, and she's stepping away from academia, and she's stepping back into LCHT. She's stepping back into human trafficking work. And we had lunch on campus, just like in the old days, right? We kind of went to the cafeteria. And I said, AJ, why? And she said, David, it's mine to do. I love to teach. I love working with new people in social work. I love watching the light bulbs go on. And this is what I do for my passion and from my heart as well. So what are you doing that you love to do? You know, it's been said that as little ones, as giant souls with short legs, we all had passions. We were all excited about something, and soon enough, life had a way of taking it away from us. What is that for you? What are you passionate about? Maybe it's human trafficking. Maybe it's ballet. Maybe it's sewing. We went to a holiday party, a house party for some dear friends of 40 or 50 years. And as we left, they had a crocheted gift, a little ornament that they had made for us, because it brought my friend joy. That's what she does. What brings you joy? How are you going to show up? And how are you showing your love for the world? I know it's there. And, you know, maybe it's starting an international nonprofit. And maybe it's telling somebody in your life you love them. Maybe it's telling yourself you love yourself. Big step. Conscious invitation to what that is going to look like this week. So we know that love starts within. So we talked about self-love. We talked about grandiose love. Let's talk about community love. Let's moderate. Let's land somewhere in the middle. And I have to tell you, my friends, that it has been a wonderful year for me, and the year that I have been with you. And one of the many things that makes it that way is all of you. The way that you show up, the way that people do what is theirs to do. right? So we have our chaplain prayer partners, and they are extraordinary. And I invite you to take advantage of the invitation that Jean offered. Have a prayer. What if that is self-love this day? What if you need a prayer for healing? What if you invite a prayer to celebrate your joy? Let somebody else see you and hold that space with you and for you. Our chaplains do that, and they do that really well. And our beloved Linda Anthony has shepherded that effort for so long, along with being our only licensed Unity teacher and running the chaplains and stepping into being a platform assistant. She is big, and she is bold, and she is bright, and she is powerful, and she is beautiful, and she has a lot of other options. And she chooses to support this community. And that story is multiplied by every person sitting in this auditorium. I love you, I bless you, I thank you for the expansiveness that is you in support of this wonderful effort. You know, one of the many, many, many announcements that Linda read this morning, P.S., she didn't create them, she just reads them, so thank you, was inviting you in to service on our board. We are self-governing. We are governed by you. And now this opportunity is opening once again as 3 of our beloved board members have reached the natural and foregone conclusion of their service that they are complete and it's time to rotate off. So we'll have a tremendous celebration a bit later in the new year honoring Luana Turner and Steve Smith and River Hansen. And might this be your opportunity? Might this be your invitation to step up into spiritual leadership into this beloved community? Have a conversation with the Turners. Have a conversation with anybody on the board. Have a conversation with me. Have a conversation with any of our wisdom keepers. Ask your questions, lean into it. We don't want this to be a mystery, and we want to cast as wide a net as possible with regard to leadership of this beloved community. Maybe this is your time. Maybe this is your time to be seen. Maybe this is your time to be heard at a different level. Maybe this is your time to show your love in a different and deeper and powerful way for our beloved Light on the Mesa. Just a suggestion, just a question for your consideration. And before you start telling yourself, yes, but, I can't, I won't, I'm too, I'm not enough, before you start arguing for your own limitations, have a conversation with somebody. Let's talk, let's see what that looks like and feels like. And speaking of service to this community, just before I started, let me reframe that. A couple of weeks ago, you all were very generous in providing a chocolate cake. Yay, chocolate! In celebration of my 1-year anniversary. And before I started last December, our beloved music director, Connie Castro, chose to be complete with her experience here. And one thing that didn't make it into the announcements, because we're working with a bit of lead time, I wanted to share with you, Connie, I hope you don't mind, that Connie will be joining us next Sunday for our Christmas Eve service. So we bless you. We know good health for you. You are always welcome here, and we adore you. Thank you for being here. So, my friends, what is your love story? I mean your love story, not the person or the people or the pets or the things that you may love. What is your love story? Why are you here? What brings you joy? I don't know. Let's continue to explore. Let's continue to be on that path together, to talk, to pray, to sing, to meditate. As I continue my studies to deepen my understanding of unity and the unity tradition, this little guidebook continues to be very helpful for me. How to Speak Unity by Temple Hayes. And it's basically a glossary of terms. And under love, the quote is, "All you need is love," by, there you go. Love is the common thread among all living things. The energy of love is the great healer. Matthew 19:19 instructs us to love thy neighbor as thyself. Many people are taught and believe it is wrong to love themselves and selfish to have their own best interest in mind. However, if we do not love ourselves, how can we truly care for someone else? Have you ever met someone who despised themselves, did not take care of themselves, and yet loved everyone else? Probably not. In unity, we do not believe it is possible to think we can love other people unconditionally and want the best for them unless we are practicing the same action of love within ourselves. We see ourselves in others not only from our eyes, but from our hearts. Within our hearts are filled with when our hearts are filled with love, love is what our eyes will see. And we have come full circle. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. Please join me in prayer. How good it is to be basking, how good it is to be ruminating, how good it is to be simmering in the essence of love. Your definition is good. Your definition is powerful. And mine is too. Let's have that conversation. What is love to you? How are you showing up? For the genesis of that conversation, for the basis of that talk, I see you. I see the light that you bring to the planet. I see the light that you bring to this community. I see the light that you are in this period of darkness, in this period of turning within, and in the bright of day. You are magnificent. You are that Christ child in whom God is well pleased. Any thought of error, any thought of not enoughness, any thought of lack, any thought of wrong thinking, I simply release back to the nothingness from which it came. It is not the truth. So I bless you. I bless you for the light that you are, for the light that you bring, for the love that you exude. I see you. I feel you. I honor you. I bless you. I love you. God is magnificent. You are a perfect expression of the divine. I release, I let go, I allow it to be. We anchor this together by saying, and so it is, and so I am, And so we are. Thank you. If our ushers would come forward, please. And so, my friends, this is the time for us to support this beautiful spiritual community. If you're with us for the first or second time, this isn't for you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your blessing. Just relax, receive, and enjoy. And we look forward to seeing you again in perfect time. For those who are contributing your time, your talent, your treasure, bless you. We honor you. We thank you. We are so grateful for your generous hearts. There are several ways to give through the website as well as the offering plate and so many other ways. If you'd join me in our affirmation of abundance, please. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
I don't care if the house is packed, the streams of light are broken. I don't care if the gifts are wrapped, or there's nothing here to open. Love is not a toy, and no paper will conceal it. Love is simply joy that I'm home. I don't care if the carpet's stained, we got food upon our table. I don't care if it's gonna rain or our little room is warm and stable. Love is who we are, and no season can contain it. Love will never fall for that. We sing ooh. Why so scared that you'll mess it up when perfection keeps you haunted? All we need is your best, my love. That's all anyone ever wanted. Love is how we do, and let no judgment overrule it. Love, I look to you when I sing. Ooh.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Bo. How good it is to know that we are in the flow energetically. How good it is to know that money is God in action. And we are so blessed by the generosity of this beloved community to continue doing the work that is ours to do. All is well. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. And so, my friends, with regard to those beloved objects, things, beings, animals that you are holding, please join me as we continue to infuse them with prayer and love and positive energy. We bless these tokens of love and caring from this beloved community, and that they find their way into the little hands of the children and beings who need them most. We know that the perfect homes await. Our hope, our intention, our trusting action is that they provide comfort and companionship to these precious little ones. And so it is. As Linda shared, we'll be offering those to the organizations Christmas Unlimited and CASA, who work with young people in crisis and their parents and caregivers. And speaking of young people and children of the world, let's rub our hands together to bless the young people that will be receiving these gifts, the young people in our community, as well as all on the planet. You are loved, special, and important. We see you and bless the divine beings you are. And so it is.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God.
And so as we go forth into this week, my friends, some call it another holy week. Some call it another hectic week. Some call it another basic week. Whatever your frame of reference, know that here at Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies, we see you, we honor you, we call you our family of choice, and yes, we love you. And as we speak our prayer for protection, please join me. The light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The power of God protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Kindly stay in your rows for the peace song. Join hands if you choose. We'll see you next Sunday at 2 p.m. Go in power, go in peace.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God our Creator, we are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, Let this be my joy abound, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let